One time there was a big group of Samoan guys.
Oh,
big.
It's already over.
Yeah,
Come
and I
on,
look at
man.
them, I'm like, ooh, I'm like,
Bunch of the
yeah.
Rock
I'm
clones.
like this. I'm like, oh yeah, you need me to get out of the way? Okay.
Yeah, those Samoa, I don't know what goes, the Isle of Samoa, I don't know what they got in the food over there. I've never seen a small Samoan.
Yeah.
I have never seen a small Samoan.
That's the thing too. I feel like listen, you need at least 4 of your homies if you're gonna beat me up. I'll whoop. If there's 3 of you, like, I'll whoop you. But these Samoan guys, man, I don't know. It's
Dude,
like,
half a Samoan might, a Samoan child might just get me, bro.
I was thinking about it, I was like, even if I had a gun, like how many bullets would I have to, that sounds real violent, but like
Dude.
how many times would I have to shoot one of these Samoan, okay, it's like.
You have to reload. Just look at it, you have
it's
to
like taking out a
reload.
rhino. Like imagine a rhino is, I thought about that too. Imagine a rhino is charging you and you got a gun. What is your gun gonna do against this rhino? You're not gonna stop it just by shooting it, like it's gonna keep charging you. So I feel like it's the same with a Samoan, like unless you hit him in the head.
Yeah, like it's legitimate. It's so legit.
Unless you hit him in the head, which is hard. Like I don't know if you ever shot a gun before, but like a head is a small target to be shooting.
Oh yeah.
Especially if they're running at you, like charging like a rhino. Like you would have to empty the entire clip into them before they even went down. And even then, like if they got to you and just like tackled you, that's concussion.
Because that's the thing with these damn Samoans, man. They're incredibly large, right? Because I remember when I watched what was the movie? It was Fast and Furious, but it was the Hobbs and Shaw, right? Now The Rock, he's half Samoan, right? So he's half of Samoan, but he got to where he's at, right? So imagine a full Samoan, right? The Samoan's crazy. But there was a scene in the movie where he was holding the chain connected to a helicopter and then a car. You know, it's so outrageous and not humanly possible. But
you were like, is he doing that?
He's half Samoan. So a piece of me was watching the movie and said, that checks out. That makes sense. Because if I seen a platoon of Samoans walking alongside the aisle, if World War III were to break out and there's Samoans and Tongans who are on the front, it's over. I feel comfortable. You could bring ships, warships, all kinds of nuclear bombs. We will survive behind the Samoans. I don't care what nobody, if you have Samoans and Tongans on the front line, you're good. I was sitting there and legit, I'm like, this is outrageous, but it's The Rock.
It's big dude.
It's big Samoan, because my method, and I do the same thing. I'll be walking and I'll see a group of people, I'm like, dude, man, shit, can I beat them all up? Can I? Because I think every dude to a certain degree thinks like, man, if it was I gotta save the universe. Yeah. It's me, I'm walking, I'm with my family. Somebody tries to attack us. How would I take everybody out, right? You start thinking of all these different sort of movements that you'd have to go out there and do.
So I was fighting for a long time. I was at the boxing gym the other day. I think like exactly how I'm gonna move. I'm like, okay, he's gonna throw a punch. I'm gonna slip the punch. I'm gonna throw an uppercut. I'm gonna jump back. I'm gonna hit him. Like I think exact details. I'm like, okay, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm ready for it. So you think exactly what you're gonna do?
Same thing. I think exactly what it is that I'm gonna do. But I rather than, because everybody thinks I'm gonna get the knockout. I don't go that route. What I do is, because I know if you have to get the knockout, then you're in a situation where if you don't get the knockout, it's over. Yeah. So first thing I do is I'm gonna attack your lower extremities, because I'm gonna make it seem as if I'm gonna go and swing up top, but I'm immediately going for your knee. If I neutralize your knee, it's over. You're on one leg, unless you're like, you walk up and you had a prosthetic that I thought was real, it's over at that point. Yeah. Like I kick off your leg and you start hopping because you're accustomed to this, I'm going to the upper room, it's over, right? But if I'm in a situation where I make it seem as if I'm gonna swing on the first one, of course, you gotta go for the biggest guy first, right? Yeah, so you gotta go for the biggest guy first. You find that, I kick you straight in your kneecap, tear your ACL, you're on the ground, you're done. Because that pain right there, you're not gonna get out of that. So then people are gonna start worrying, oh, my knees, right? Unless I'm battling against like Megan Thee Stallion, there's no way. There's no way. And she's already got iron feet after getting shot. So whatever the case is, she's in a position where I can't, like if there was 16 Megan Thee Stallions, it's over for me, right? But if you have all of these different people who's approaching, you're like, man, how would I take this person out? I immediately go for the knees. I'm gonna attack the knee, I'm gonna kick the knee in as much as I can, and people will be in a situation, because really think about it, unless you're fighting against people who really, they fight, this is what they do, they train in fighting. Most people know how to protect their upper body. How do you protect your, like, are you gonna be holding your lower leg? You know how to check a kick, it's over. At that point, if I'm just the dude who's literally, like I look like a Jamaican on the dance floor, but I'm really attacking people, at that point, I'm gonna win, and you're gonna be, this guy's a psycho, he keeps attacking, the knee. Like even in South Park when Butters, I think he kept shooting people in the dick, or something like that, right? If I'm a dude who just keeps attacking you in your private part, you're not gonna wanna fight me no more.
That's the knee kicking guy.
Exactly, it's like, that's a knee kicking guy. Yo, we can't, let's get out of here, man. I think that's the only way I'd be able to take on Samoans and Tongans.
You know what's funny? Yeah, Samoans and Tongans, I think my best defense, like when I see them, I'm like, okay, I can 100% run faster than these guys.
Right.
That is my plan. That's my plan.
But can you run longer than
That's a
the
very valid
endurance?
point. I mean, I think I would just yell and just Like, so here's the thing. There's nothing wrong with running from. People would be like, no, I would be honorable. I'll sit there and die on my shield. I'm like, bro, that's stupid. You're like, the chance of you, because I think about this. I see these guys that got thick necks. I'm like, even because I've knocked people out before. It's very satisfying. But I'm thinking, even if I get a direct hit, right?
Dude.
Slip, open shot, boom, fully loaded punch. They're not going to sleep. They're going to eat that. It's going to be like, you know when a baby hits you,
Yep.
or Hasbulla when he hits people? It'll be like that. It'll be like, what? They would look at me
And
it would make them angrier. So for me to sit there and like get jumped by 5 dudes, there's nothing honorable about that. That's stupid. I would just die.
Right.
Right?
And this just popped in my mind. This is how you know I'm a lunatic. What if you fought against 5 masochistic Samoans?
Oh,
So you hit them and they like it. Like you hit them and there's like a satisfactory moan. Like you ever ate a good steak?
I just make them all
you're like,
come.
Well, at that point, but then now you're surrounded by Samoan seamen. And they're getting more turned on in the battle. Like this has since descended into something. But you got to consider, like you're fighting against these masochistic Samoans, thick necks. You're not gonna have a good time.
If you like that clip of hypothetically battling a platoon of Samoans, you'll enjoy the entire podcast over at the brand new official Assiduous Podcast YouTube channel. Click the link in my description or the top pinned comment, and I'm doing a very special $500 cash giveaway to one lucky subscriber when we get to 1,500 subscribers on the YouTube channel. So don't meet me there, beat me there. Click the link in the description or the top pinned comment so you can win yourself some money, or else I'm gonna send 5 Tongans and Samoans to your front door.